Welcome back. We are under a weather alert tonight. Here's a live look from Cheyenne Mountain, about 10,000 feet up. A beautiful shot from our WireNet Home Services camera. You know, the good thing about everyone working from home is you have time to pull out the heated blanket ahead of this front moving through. Let's check in now with Storm Tracker 13 Chief Meteorologist Mary Matthews for your forecast. Mary.
Or Lauren, you get to work in your slippers. I mean, so that's kind of the positive, right? You can look like, all business on top, but just keep your slippers on. Yeah, so, a lot of silver linings there. We do have a trough that is moving across the western 2/3 of the country. It is allowing for some colder air to start to spill in across parts of California, Nevada, parts of Utah. It's not going to be a huge temperature drop for us, but it's going to be a weak little cold front that will bring about the chances for snow overnight tonight and developing through the morning time frame for tomorrow. You'll notice on satellite and radar where that front is located just east of the Wasatch, Utah, now pulling into northwestern Colorado, increasing our cloud cover across Steamboat Springs and bringing in some low-level precipitation starting to show up on radar right here across parts of the Central Mountains and areas back up into extreme northern Colorado, just north of Rocky Mountain National Park. Even a little bit of lightning showing up there. Just a few returns back across parts of the Sangre de Cristos right now. Let's talk a little bit about winter weather alerts. I think our heaviest snowfall totals will be across the San Juans, where winter storm warnings are in effect. Close to a foot of snow for some of those areas north of Durango and Pagosa Springs. It's going to be more light to moderate amounts here across Teller County and northern El Paso County beginning after midnight tonight and extending through the morning and early afternoon tomorrow. Here's the forecast model, and it really starts to show most of our moisture arriving across the San Juans and the western slope after about 10 o'clock tonight, and areas across Salida starting to pick up on some snow anywhere between really 11 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. Freezing levels will take some time to drop, so that means across the mountains it might be more of a bit of a wintry mix for elevations between 8 and 10,000 feet before that snow really starts to come down a lot quicker over about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Notice here across northern El Paso County, as we get those winds mainly out of the east-northeast, we will start to develop some snow anytime between 2 and 4 a.m. in the morning. Areas across Colorado Springs might not even see the first flakes until sunrise tomorrow morning, and heavy at times, but I think it's going to be a good 3 to 5 hour window of snow across the area before we're going to wrap up tomorrow late afternoon and into the evening hours. So most locations across the eastern plains, lighter amounts, and then by 5 o'clock tomorrow, most of us should have clearing conditions and drier conditions for tomorrow night. So here's a look at the general snowfall across the region with 2 to 4 across parts of La Junta. I think most areas across the eastern plains, a general 1 to 2. Here across the Pikes Peak region will really favor the higher terrain areas in terms of the snowfall, going with about a 3 to 5 inch range across Woodland Park. Areas across Pikes Peak closer to 3 to 5, 3 to 6, and northern El Paso County. If you're west of I-25 around Monument, it could be closer to 2 to 4, whereas areas along the Palmer Divide closer to 3 to 5, and upwards of 4 to 8 into southeastern Elbert County. Some of those locations north of Highway 24 could pick up some pretty heavy snow, more of a 1 to 2 inch range here in Colorado Springs. Breezes will be out of the north tomorrow, brisk and chilly. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. So again, it's not a bone-chilling cold system, but it's going to be cold enough to warrant a fairly wet, slushy snow for us tonight through tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon before we finally start to clear things back out. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast here for Woodland Park. Temperatures in the 30s tomorrow, so we're hovering just above freezing. And you'll notice as we move through Wednesday, we clear out, sunshine returning, highs back in the 40s. We continue on with 40s and 50s for the latter half of the week and heading into the upcoming weekend. So you can call this week for holiday week below average in terms of the temperatures across the region. But all that to say, it is looking like a fairly nice Thanksgiving. We're going to add a turkey to those 7-day forecast there. I completely forgot. It completely slipped my mind. We'll do that in the commercial break there, but Thursday is looking pretty nice and chilly, but some sunshine nonetheless for Thanksgiving. Back to you guys.